Okay, so another topic for fluid mechanics, we have Boyles Law. So Boyles Law is stated as the volume of a gas at constant temperature varies inversely as the pressure applied to the gas. Okay, so we're talking about gases, no? So na-tackle na nato for pila ka times o na-discuss na pud nato nga volume is always inversely proportional to pressure, or pressure inversely proportional to volume. Okay, so kung ato siyang i-write, so volume is inversely proportional to the pressure. Okay. So let's say this is the initial volume V1 and the initial pressure P1. Klaro ba? V1. So kung ato ni siyang i-equate, so pag once nga ma-remove ni kaning symbol for inversely for proportionality, kung imo siyang i-convert into equal, naa kay constant, diba? Multiplied by a constant. So V1 is K over P1. Therefore, constant is equal to P1 times V1. So, kung constant meaning equal siya, bisag unsa pay increase or decrease sa mga values aning pressure or volume, the constant will still be same value. So, a K for initial and a K or a constant for final are the same. So, we can also rewrite this as P1 V1 equal to P2 V2, in which P1 is the initial pressure and P2 is final pressure. V1 is initial volume and V2 is the final volume. Okay, so this is our equation for Boyles Law. P1 V1 equal to P2 V2. So let's try to solve problem related to Boyles Law. A cylinder, glass tubing 2.8 centimeters inside diameter and 90 centimeter long, with one end closed, is immersed vertically with the open end down into a tank of cleaning solvent, specific gravity 0.73, until only 5 centimeter of its length remain above the liquid surface. If the barometric pressure is 1 kilogram per cm squared and neglecting vapor pressure, number 1, how high will the fluid rise in the tube? 2, compute the height of the air inside the glass. And number 3, what force required to maintain equilibrium? Okay, so first let us illustrate the problem para mas ma-visualize nato ug mabalaan naton sa on pag solve. So we have a cylinder with a diameter of 2.8 cm. So 90 cm ang iyang depth. Immersed vertically with the open end down. So upside down siya into a tank of cleaning solvent. So 5 cm lang ang palabaw sa iyang bottom. So for number 1, the specific gravity of the liquid is 0.73. So pila kunoy i-saka, diba? Pila ni siya. So that is X, unknown for number 1. So we are given with the pressure. So let's say this is H. This the distance between two surfaces, no? Difference in elevation between two surfaces, that is H. Okay, so for number 1, we are given with pressure 1 kilogram per cm squared, and P2, so the final pressure at this point, in which kani air na nino, pero gineglect na to ang vapor pressure, so dili pressurized ni nga, walay pressure nga gi-exert sa air dire. So ang pressure lang dire sa boundary between air and water is the pressure exerted by the water, I mean the solvent with specific gravity 0.73. Okay, so for pressure 2, that is the initial pressure plus the pressure exerted by the fluid. Okay, that is P1 plus gamma H, or the pressure exerted by the fluid. That is the pressure at the interface. So 1 kilogram per cm squared plus, that is unit weight of the substance or the fluid, that is specific gravity, is equal to unit weight of the substance over unit weight of water. Therefore, unit weight of the substance is specific gravity times gamma of water. So 0.73, that is SG. Gamma of water is 1,000 kilogram, since naka-kilogram ta, or density, pwede siya makuha as density, kilogram divided by cubic meter. So 1,000 kilogram per cubic meter. Convert na to into cm para uniformity sa units. So 1 meter is 100 centimeters cube. So this is for the unit weight. And then for the height, we have the unknown H. So nga na siya. Okay, so next, so pwede na ito siyang ma-simplify as 1 plus 7.3 times 10 to the negative 4 H kilogram per cm squared. So nanatay P2 in terms of height. Okay, so nganong H man nga to ang ginapangita, nga supposed to be atong pangitahon is ang X. Once nga makuha na to si H, kay ang H naman nga itong ma-equate, no? Masulod sa equation in terms sa difference in elevation for the pressure. So once na makuha nimo si H, eventually makuha po nimo si X. So mo nang in terms of H na to. Kay ma-quantify na to siya, or ma-equate in terms of H. So for the initial volume, so P1, P2, V1, V2. So for V1, we have the volume of the liquid, initial volume of the cylinder at time nga wala pa siya gisulod sa solvent, no? So the initial volume of the cylinder, that is the entire volume of the cylinder. So that is pi 2.8 squared over 4 times 90 cm. That is 554.18 cm cube. For V2, so for V2, that is final volume. Ang final volume na to is ang volume inside the cylinder after na siya na butang sa solvent. So pressurized na ni siya tungod sa pag-exert sa force diri sa interface by the solvent. So since pressurized siya, ni-increase ang pressure, nigamay ang volume. So kanina lang volume, that is the volume inside the cylinder with a height of 5 plus H. Okay? So for V2, we have pi 2.8 squared over 4 times 5 plus h, or 6.16 5 plus h. Okay? So, pwede na nato siya ma-equate into P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. 1 times 554.18 cm cube, 1 plus 7.3 times 10 to the negative 4 h for P2. Then V2, we have 6.16 5 plus h. Okay. So next, simplify na to. 1 plus 7.3 times 10 to the negative 4 h. So, imo siyang i-distribute. That is 30.8 plus 6.15 h. So, mag-multiply ta, no? This is quadratic equation. So, okay, so dirita. Okay, so ato siyang i-write as 1 plus 0.0073 h multiplied by 30.8 plus 6.15 h. So times nimo, that is 30.8 multiply, that is, so using your calculators, is 0.0225 h. Dili na pug ka 6.15 times 1, that is 6.15 h, plus kani times nimo, that is 0.00449 h squared. So kung imo siyang kuan kay ipauna man ginato ning na ay higher nga power, no. So 0.00449 h squared plus add nimo, that is 6.173 h. Paulahin nimo ang walay variable, 30.8. So ma-equate na nimo siya as 554.18 equal to 0.00449 h squared plus 6.173 h plus 30.8. So kung mo siyang i-transpose sa PCAS, ma-minus siya, no? 30.8 minus 554.18. Then mabinlan kag 0 dire. That is 0.00449 h squared plus 6.173 h minus 523. 30 minus a larger number, that is negative. So using your calculator, makuha nimo ang h1 o h2. So quadratic, duha gid ka values, 80.11 cm and negative 1454.95. So dito ta sa mas katuuhan. So we have h1 80.11. But since ang gipangita man sa ato ang problem is ang x, so that is x is 90 centimeter, x is 90 centimeter minus 5 minus h. Okay, so x is 90 minus 5 minus 80.11, x is 4.89 centimeters. 4.89.